Maybe you went through a difficult past whose consequences are still haunting you. Maybe something ugly happened in your life previously that is stopping you from achieving your full potential. This video will teach you how to reinvent yourself and become unstoppable. It's true that you can't change the things that have already happened. However, you do have the ability to change the part those things play in your future. In some form or fashion, your past experiences have helped to shape who you are today. Past events have influenced the situation we are all in some way. The past brought us to where we are living. It has given us the type of work we are qualified to perform, and it has played a role in every aspect of our lives today, no matter how big or small. Allowing your past to dictate what you do right now, especially regarding goals and habit change, will only hurt your efforts. To keep your past from defining how your future will turn out, you need to make sure that you place it firmly where it belongs, behind you as a memory that has no power to influence what you do. To ensure you don't get stuck in the trap of using your past as an excuse for failing to reach your goals. The past may be what has placed you where you are, but it can't reach its hand out and hold you back unless you give it that power. Unfortunately, many people in the world have had to face traumatic events in their lives. Maybe you are one of them. Those traumatic events have directly influenced their current circumstances, but the amount of power the past will have over their future is entirely in their control. A tragic, traumatic, or mildly unfortunate beginning in no way automatically means that is how the remainder of your life has to be. Now, let's put this into perspective with an example. If you looked at a man's history or childhood, you may have found that he was raised by alcoholic parents who neglected his education. He would likely explain to you that this is the reason why he doesn't have any academic qualifications and currently works as a low-paid manual worker. This information may be stating facts about his life, but if he says that these past events are why he won't achieve much, he is allowing his past to be an excuse for his present. This man is depriving himself of a future he could have if he simply took the power of his past away. When you are in the position of blaming your past for how your life currently is, it is straightforward to slip into the attitude of self-pity. It is expected to hear others blaming their childhood deprivations because they no longer hope to achieve greatness. These are the type of people who live in a place of hopelessness and helplessness. They have just as much chance as anybody else in the world to succeed if they simply quit using the past as an excuse. If you don't believe me, you can look at the stories of many great achievers to see that the past has no real power over your future. Think about almost any wealthy businessman, entrepreneur, supermodel, movie icon, scientist, or leading sportsman. Did they all achieve wealth, fame, and success because of their privileged upbringing? Did they all have limitless financial backing, a superior education, and caring parents? If you look into their life stories, you will find no answer. Many successful people began life in a very ordinary or underprivileged fashion. However, they were still able to achieve success because they broke free of the constraints that the past created. You can work to let go of past hurts and move on with your life in various ways. And if you're wondering whether you are holding on to anything, think about thoughts that pop up in your mind at random times. Do you ever find yourself thinking about that one time when somebody did something to hurt you? Or do you often think about how your parents weren't there for you? If you do, then you are holding on to the past. The first thing you need to do is to decide to let that all go. When you consciously decide to release those things, you accept that you have a choice. Then, choose a way to express your pain. You need to express the pain, whether the bad thing happened years ago or last week. This could be to the person who did it, or through a venting system, such as journaling, writing a letter you won't send, talking to a friend, or going to a therapist. Get every hurt out, and this will show you what your hurt is about. Our world isn't black and white, even if it seems so. Once you have those feelings out, find your responsibility in the issue. You played a small part in it, so figure out what you may have been able to do differently. You may find that you weren't active in it and were just a victim, but it's important to be honest about it. Now is the time to let go of everything you just vented about. This is where you move out of the role of victim. Being a victim is easy and feels good. It's like you are on the winning team, but the truth is the world doesn't care. Yes, you are special, and your feelings matter, but the same is true for everybody else. You can't mix up the statement, my feelings matter with my feelings are more important than everybody else's. The world is a messy, crazy place where our feelings and lives are interwoven. In every moment of every day, you have a choice. You can either continue to feel sorry for yourself about another person's actions or to feel good. You have to take responsibility for your happiness and quit placing that power into other people's hands. Why would you want someone who has hurt you to have power over you right now? No matter how much you complain over the issues you have faced, it won't fix the problem. Spending so much time and energy on someone who wronged you makes no sense. It is very easy to blame your starting point for the failures you may have faced, but it's just as easy to push your past away and create the future that you want. Nothing has to be changed except for your outlook. By thinking about things differently, you can drive your future in whatever direction you want it to go. By not allowing yourself to think negatively and filling your life with positivity, you can achieve whatever goal you set for yourself. Most of us are caught up in the dark tunnel of our past at the expense of true freedom and success. If you are such a person, let this video be the motivation that finally gets you out of this dark tunnel. You have my best wishes.